Hello and welcome again to the last video in a six-part series on how to use Mendeley. So we've finally arrived at the last section of our roadmap, and we're going to be talking about how you can share your work and collaborate with other researchers. And so the topics we're going to look at quickly are how to do some research networking, how Mendeley can be used as a social media platform. We'll look at how you can create and browse groups, and then discover new research and stay up to date, and as well as give some feedback. And because I haven't really discussed Mendeley Web in the other sections of these videos, I'm going to cover it in this video as well. So Mendeley can be used as a social media platform, just like with other social media platforms. You'll be able to follow people and have people follow your work as well. And I'll talk more about that a little bit later. You can also create a group with colleagues if you want to share some work, some notes or annotations or articles or references. You can create a private group, invite only group, or an open group which is public. And obviously, depending on your purposes, you can create whichever group suits you. And then you can also join public groups. So you can join a public group from Mendeley Web. You can search for groups along the focus areas of your research, and I'm sure there will be many groups that you can find. Some of them don't have a lot of members, some have many members, but these are joinable groups that you can search for. And then you can also receive alerts. So based on your research criteria that you normally use to search, if you do use Mendeley literature search to search for articles and new research, and also based on the types of articles cited in your personal library, Mendeley will have a look or keep an eye out for documents that might interest you, and it will send you alerts indicating that there are articles that might be interesting to you. So, for example, Mendeley is suggesting that these articles might be interesting to me. It gives me the citation number, it gives me the amount of readers, a little bit of a summary of the article, and by just clicking on Add to Library, I can quickly add the citation to my library or the full text to my library as well. And then you can also say current with Mendeley statistics. When you view a paper in the web catalog, you will also see a list of papers related to it. These relationships are determined by the behavior of other Mendeley users. So if a paper is commonly used and it relates to a topic that you are reading on or searching for, it will be recommended to you. A web catalog entry will also include readership statistics drawn from Mendeley. You can see the number of people who have read the paper, as well as the breakdown of the discipline background. And then you can also see the academic status of readers and the country of origin. And then there's a blog where you can learn quite a lot about developments on the Mendeley front, and you can also learn about how people are using Mendeley. So that's at blog.mendeley.com. And you can also learn a lot more about some of the resources on Mendeley. These were very short videos, video clips rather, but there are a lot more resources available on the internet, but specifically also from Mendeley themselves. You can go to resources.mendeley.com, and then also the support.mendeley.com. You can go to if you have questions or problems, and they have a dedicated support team that will either answer you via the website or email or social media. And then Mendeley is also keen to receive any ideas or suggestions of how they can make the application work better, or how they can improve the Mendeley application, then you can contact them at feedback.mendeley.com. Of course, all of these resources can be found, or sorry, all of these links can be found via the mendeley.com website. I want to go back to Mendeley web and just give you a breakdown of the Mendeley web interface. You recall that this is the Mendeley web interface, and I said I was going to come back to this. On the top right, on the top pane, you have different tabs with different options, and the left pane will be activated based on which option you choose on the top. For example, when you're clicking on the news feed over here, these options will pop up, and these are all news, any new publications that you may have published, or the groups that you are involved with. And then if you click on library, for example, you'll have a different set of options here on the left pane. All right, and I've already explained the library in, I think it's part 2 of this video series, so I'm not really going to go into that right now. When you click, well, actually, I just want to just hop over to your profile over here. You should see your name, and if you click on your name, you will see that there's a profile that you can start to populate. And basically, if you are interested in creating a research network or networking with people, you may want to consider populating these fields. I'm not one to really I'm not really engaged in Mendeley for that purpose, but I do follow some people and I have some followers, and you may want to spend some time exploring this section. Then when you click on the side here, there are also application settings and privacy settings that you may want to explore, and then you could, you could have downloaded Mendeley from here. You can also invite colleagues to join Mendeley, and of course, there is always support and help and assistance available for you when you need it. So back to the top menu over here, we have Mendeley Suggest, and I've been speaking about this quite a bit, where Mendeley will suggest bespoke or make bespoke suggestions of research that would be relevant to you based on the criteria that you may have used to search for articles, and also based on what's in your library, and also based on the kinds of research that you are doing. They may suggest people that you might want to network with. And then when you look at the stats tab, it allows you to review stats from your personal publications and the readership around that. I don't have any on Mendeley at the moment, so I don't have any readership stats around my publications. And then also further with groups, you can enhance collaboration if you are interested in that, to create a private group, okay? Or you can even join other groups, and you can search for groups that may interest you. And then data sets is a fairly new functionality. It's basically a repository for storing your data, which allows you to also share and cite the data and link it to articles that you may have published and uploaded. And then the careers tab, just go back here. The careers tab basically publicizes options, career options around different disciplines and areas of research. And then also the funding is just basically advertising opportunities for funding or searching for opportunities related to research funding. And then when you click on the search option here, you basically want to go and search the Mendeley web catalog for papers or references to add to your library. And I think that is just basically it from Mendeley, Mendeley Web, and I think we've covered everything that I could possibly think of at the moment. Yeah, so that was our final video in the series of Mendeley. Thank you so much for listening, and go well.